Voters in Nigerian's capital, Abuja, on Saturday head to the polls for local elections. The elections would be conducted for the offices of the chairman of the capital's 6 area councils and 62 councillor seats in the Federal Capital Territory, whose tenure would expire in May 2022. This election is the first election being held after the recently held Anambra State governorship election, which was mostly judged peaceful by several observers and stakeholders. It is expected that Saturday's election in the FCT will improve upon the gains observed in the Anambra State governorship election of 2021. The Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room on Friday, February 11, 2022, acknowledged the assurance given by the INEC that it is fully prepared for the elections and that there will be no logistics challenges. NAOB, convener of the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room, speaking on the pre-election environment, said,
Up to the election, the political environment in the FCT is quiet and is calm, peaceful, except for pockets of tensions over the authentication of the chairmanship candidate of the political party in AMAC. Our Situation Room hopes that the environment will remain peaceful throughout and after the election.
NAOB adds that the Situation Room hopes that INEC will follow through on its commitment to enhance its processes and procedures, adding that INEC will be held accountable for its assurances of preparedness for this election.
The Situation Room will be holding INEC accountable for its commitment and assurances for the preparedness, and will look out for the following as INEC administers this election: early distribution and deployment of personnel and materials, timely opening of the polls, the knowledge of election procedures, and also accreditation devices by the poll officers, effectiveness of the bimodal voting accreditation systems, BVAS, adherence to COVID-19 rules. That's one of the things we saw in Anambra State that was not fair enough. The lining up, we should be able to, because the federal government has not changed its rules in terms of the observation, the guideline for COVID-19. So we hope that that will be seriously observed. The transparent collation of the election process of the results, we'll be watching for that. The transmission of the polling units result, particularly the INEC's portal, we will be looking at that as well.
Election observers will keenly watch to see if voters indeed heed the call to turn out massively to vote. The last election held here in March 2019 saw a low turnout of voters. This voter apathy is a phenomenon which could have implications on the 2023 general elections. We have come out here to the streets of Abuja to speak to residents, so will they come out to vote?
I will be traveling, that's one. And two, my card will not permit me to vote here. So this question is quite interesting because I really feel that INEC should work out a modality where people can actually vote anywhere they find themselves. Because when I registered some years back, I went to my state, Cross River, to do that. And I'm restricted to voting in that area. Voting should be done where anybody finds himself at the point where election is going on. I think that is how it should be done, if you ask me.
Definitely, I'm going to vote, but I won't tell you who I'm voting for. And I won't tell you the party I'm voting for. So, yeah. So, well, honestly speaking, let me just say it. We're tired of APC. We're tired of APC. I'm very sure Nigerians are tired of APC. Yes, and they want to see. I believe that the people will want to bring in somebody who can listen to them and put things together according to how it ought to have been, not a dictator kind of government that we are facing today, inducing fear into people's hearts. Those kind of. If you do that, that's why the country is not moving forward.
No. I don't think I'll be coming out to vote. Because of the political situation in the country, to be honest with you, personally I'm quite political apathic. I don't involve myself with anything voting now. One, my security is not, secured. I don't feel secured coming out to vote where talks will probably take over the electoral arena and start maybe killing people. So if I don't feel secured, I don't think it will be possible for me to leave my family and come out and say I want to vote. I would rather stay at home with my family than to come out and vote in an environment where I don't feel secured at all.
Nah, I'm not voting.
I'd love to vote. I would have loved to vote. But because of the restrictions of movement from where I'm living to the central town where I registered, I may not be able to vote.
INEC has assured Nigerians that it is committed to the conduct of free, fair and safe elections in Nigeria. The Commission is keen to point out that participating in voting during local government and area council or any election for that matter is one way to make your voice heard in the governance of the environment we all live in.